Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'll be unboxing this big box. I have another giant box. They just keep showing up. You know the drill. Let's get rolling. Alright, so I am ready now to unbox my copy of Planet Unknown. I did crowdfund this myself, and I'm really excited for it, so let's get to it. This is a really big box. I know it's not going to fit in my game cabinets. It's going to be kind of a pain to store this thing, but I hope the game earns its keep. I hope it's worth it. I'll get right into it here. I'm a little worried about this kind of bash. I hope everything's okay inside. So I stand up for this one. All right. What have we got in here? All right. Brown paper. That's what I'm really after. Game's just there to protect the paper. All right. So we've got our Planet Unknown main box and our Supermoon Expansion box. That should be all that's in here. So we will take these one at a time, starting with Planet Unknown. And it says here that I have ordered the deluxe edition. I don't really remember exactly what that means. Probably some upgraded components or something. But let's get this open. So what drew me to this game, I mean, it's got the sci-fi theme, and that's usually something I'm into. But I take myself a little seriously. I take my sci-fi a little seriously. And just judging off the cover, the art on the cover, this is not very serious. You know, these two spaceships like carrying these weird tiles doesn't really make a lot of sense. I guess they're lasers. At least they're not tethers. I thought they were tethers. I was like, this is nonsense. But it's a little bit more whimsical. So anyway, the theme's not necessarily what drew me to it. What drew me to it is one of my very favorite games of all time is Patchwork. But that's a two-player game. I think there is some sort of solo mode, but frankly, I'm just not interested in playing that one solo. I like it two-player. And it's a polyomino game, if you're not familiar with it. And this is also a polyomino game that's very highly rated as well. And I'm hopeful that I will enjoy the solo mode, but it is 1 to 6 players. It is a fairly large box, and it's because of this Lazy Susan, which is sort of gimmicky, but sort of cool. Here we go. I think the game would have probably been just fine without it, but you put the different polyomino tiles in here, and you can see there's cutouts for the different types of shapes. And on your turn, you select, okay, I want to face it like this towards me, so I can take either this piece or this piece, and then everybody else can take whatever from the two pieces that are facing them. So you've got a little ability to control what everybody gets. Okay, so there's the Lazy Susan. There's going to be probably a lot of punch outs. That's what makes the box so big, though. Wish it could have been a little bit smaller. We'll start with this. Uh-oh, something's punched already. Where is it? There it is. So we've got how many sheets here? I do appreciate that these are wrapped in paper, not plastic. So a bunch of, looks like these are all small, oh no, these are just an assortment of shapes. Got more here. Here's the third punch out sheet. Seeing these are different colors on each one. I wonder if those are player colors. There's a lock on one side of one of them. It's the fourth sheet, the fifth, and the sixth. And I think I said 1 to 6 players. Yeah, so 6 colors. Those have got to be player colors. This piece came out of here. There we go. Good as new. I think maybe this is the deluxe part, is all these trays. How many? Well, these 2 trays. Let's see what's in these. Oh, another punched piece. Oh, yeah, that corner up there. Okay. So we've got score pads on each of these. Are they the same? Yep, so just 2 score pads, and they sit there in the lid. That's at least nice. Let's see what's in this one. Some big wooden components and some little wooden components. So I don't know if this is a first player marker, but if it's not, it should be. And there's this little wooden piece with like sort of a Y on it, kind of like a molecule looking thing. We've got mini cards in here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm sure that's where that goes. Not sure about that one. I'll just put it there for now. This is a really nice tray. I'll say that. I don't know how this stuff all necessarily works yet, but the tray seems good. So these are plastic. These are plastic bits. I forget if these are like asteroids, meteors, maybe. What are these? Satellites, perhaps? No, not satellites. Satellites are another thing. Here's rovers. Cubes. Pretty standard cubes. These must be player colors. Blue, green, red, clear, black. No, it's only 5 colors. 6-player game. Don't know what that's for. A lot of times I just talk without knowing what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing now. But to find out what I am talking about, I can check this rulebook in a minute. What else is down here? So there's another tray in the bottom. It's holding all sorts of stuff. All right, these are our planet boards. And I think the back sides are symmetrical, yes. So they have a symmetrical side, and then the asymmetrical sides are all different. You may not place a tile that overlaps both planet terrain and planet ice. Every tile placed onto the planet's ring must also be anchored outside the ring. Okay, so this is neat. Maybe let's do it this way. Let's get a good look at these. I don't know if these were all originally with the game or if there's any new ones in here, because this is the second run. I found out about this game a little late, and it was really hard to get. And I thought about buying it secondhand, and I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I waited for them to release this expansion and do a second printing. This is a little pricey as it was. Ooh, look at that. Very cool. And it was too much on the secondhand market. There was no reason to do that. What are these? These are dual layer player boards, so this is nice. So we've got a sieve track, a water track, a biomass track, a rover track, and a tech track. These are really good. Oh, these are double-sided. Okay. Universal Coalition is symmetrical. These are all the same. And then these are asymmetrical corporations, I suppose. Flux Industries, Makeshift, Oasis Unlimited, Jump Drive, Republic, Wormhole Corp, Horizon Group, and Cosmos Inc. All right. Well, I'll definitely be starting on the symmetrical side the first time I play, but I'm looking forward to getting to see some of these. Boy, that's a choice, though, with this being like I guess a triple layer mat, because it's 2 layers on this side, 2 layers on this side. It's got to be at least triple layered. Makes it really hard to release new corporations. They're not just like a little card or something. It's a big component. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's check out the rule book. There we go. Commander token. I'm sure it's the first player token, though. Depot indicators. Rovers. Oh, these are life pods and meteorites. Biomass patches. Trackers. Tells you how many of each shape you get. I hope it's not too tough to score. I'm looking at this score tracker pad. Asymmetric corporations. Okay, so there's like a reference guide in the back. That's really nice. The asymmetric planets. A good reference guide is always appreciated. 16 pages, fairly sizable book, but this does not look that difficult to get through. This will probably be one of the games I play sooner rather than later. If you watched my recent Tiny Epic Game of Thrones unboxing, you may recall that I was lamenting. I am receiving all of my crowdfunding games, it feels like, at the same time. A lot of them got delayed. And they're all showing up at once now. And I'm having a hard time keeping up with even opening and filming the unboxings and editing those, let alone actually trying to play the games and then put some playthroughs on this channel. But I will, if you are patient, stick with me. I will get playthroughs up of all these games. All right, I'm not going to punch these out now. I'll punch them out later, but I think you get the idea. They're polyomino tiles. They're cardboard. I mean, the cardboard feels thick. I don't think they're going to be too hard to punch out since a couple came out already, but these are solid like pieces. And that's good considering some of the variable shapes. I can see how punching those out might be, you don't want to bust them up, but that feels nice and thick. I think it'll be good. Lazy Susan. Let's put the lid back on this. This is a big box. I've seen it out in the wild since I received it, or since before I opened it, since before now. I've seen copies of the original Planet Unknown, and I was like, man, that box is bigger than I thought it would be, but I'll survive. So let's take a look at the Supermoon Expansion, and it's a much thinner box, but the height and width is the same. Yeah, I'm definitely getting to a point where it's going to have to start being an evaluation of if one game comes in, what's going to go out. Because I got to have room. So I'm storing them in cabinets that we got the in cabinets with the intent of this is where we're going to put all our kids' toys, and then I completely took them over with big kid toys. So it's like, sorry, kids. There we go. Make it a mess. Planet Unknown Supermoon. So this also supports 1 to 6 players. I think it's saying it adds 20 minutes to your game. I never believe the times, though. There we go. Nothing in the lid. So here's the Supermoon Expansion booklet. Oh, it's a very small booklet. That's nice. It's just these 4 pages. Simple enough. What is this? Is this a lid to the Lazy Susan? I know the original version, I think, did not have a lid. And I think that was an issue because you'd put it away and all the tiles would come out. I wonder if this is the lid and then just put it in this other box. Yes, that appears to be the case. So we line up the shapes. I don't know if it's supposed to like snap on there, or I don't know if it's really staying. But if the pressure of the box is on top of it, I guess that would help everything not come out, but yeah, snap would be better. I guess you can throw like a rubber band around it or something. So that's fine. Okay, there's a lid. Oh, hey, look at that. Rubber band. Comes with this big fancy band. Okay, that's good that they at least provided that. All right, and it goes on something like this. It's not too bad to get on, but This bottom is cardboard. I gave myself a pretty good paper cut trying to work this thing on, and it might, the pressure of this might bend some of that bottom cardboard, but it doesn't sit on the cardboard. It sits on this black plastic piece here, but this larger piece is cardboard. So the end of that might get a little bent up. Not the end of the world. It's nice. It's probably better than having all this stuff get dumped out all the time. So there you go. That's the lid solution. So let's see what else is in the Supermoon box. These are the Supermoons. Like the planets, I thought these would be a little thicker, but they're fine. I hope stuff doesn't slide around too much. I know they offered neoprene, but one, I don't know where I'm going to store that. I didn't want this much neoprene in place of all these custom planets. And then on top of that, I think there was issues the first time where the size of these grids didn't line up with the size of the actual tiles. So I didn't want to mess with that. So again, there's a symmetrical side on the back, but here's the asymmetrical moons. And I suppose they've probably all got some sort of bonuses. I don't know how to read the iconography yet. Well, the iconography mostly looks the same. They're all at least pretty similar. This one's special. I think this is another planet. I don't really know how that works, but neat idea. And one more moon. Okay, we've got cardboard punch-outs, which I'll get to these another time. These are all 1x2, and these are all 1x1. This must be the back. No? E? Oh, this way? That's the top. 3. There's 3s and 6s. That's 3 or 6 meteors. Oh, we've got little boards. Oh, this is for that wild planet, whatever. Or no, they don't go together. This is just for some other corporation. Who is this? Quantum Solutions. So you can mix and match the top and bottoms of these tracks. So one more corporation there. Okay. And another tray. It is a nice tray. Again. Got a couple small decks of cards. These are satellites. These are bigger than I was expecting. So 6 of these, 1 for each player, has something to do with your moon. So I don't think I made it real clear, probably because I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I believe what this expansion is doing is, in addition to your planet, you also have this moon, and you can place your tiles on there, and it interacts with the planet, and you get some sort of extra points as you place your tiles and explore the moon. All right, I think this all looks pretty good. I'm excited to, again, go through the rule books, learn them, play them, and eventually get these on the channel. So that is Planet Unknown Deluxe Edition with the Planet Unknown Supermoon Expansion. I'm hoping this will be my solo polyomino game when I feel like playing Patchwork, but I'm not able to play. Even though I think they probably play very different, very few quilts, it looks like, in these boxes. But that's what I know for now. So if you're interested in seeing me play Planet Unknown, please consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss it when that video eventually does come out, and leave a like on this one. And then, of course, I'm always happy to have a dialogue with folks down in the comments, so feel free to do that. I would love to get your thoughts. But that's it for this time on Table for One. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll see you in the next video.